Heading over to the grain bins. Larry's over there dumping trucks, but I think we might have accidentally dumped some water into one of the grain bins. Larry's never had to fight the water issues over here, so hopefully there's not a lot of water in there. There's your best side. What'll happen over here, it'll rain a bunch and the water will come in. This doghouse isn't perfectly sealed up next to this bin. There's actually a gap for water to get in. It'll fill up that hole back there, eventually come into the U-trough auger and run right across into the bottom of the leg. Larry didn't know that. No, he got over here before the rest of us. No one told him. So we got a little bit of water. I don't think we got a lot, but that's why I always check this every morning. This rain definitely snuck up on us. Didn't clean up the dryer, so clean up under it. Also, there's like 80 bushel of beans still sitting there where BJ spilled them yesterday. If we didn't think it was going to rain, we'd have cleaned those up last night. Does anybody want 80 bushel of swollen soybean soup? We just climbed the top of that bin. I didn't see any water damage in this beans. I don't think water got up to there. I don't think it's near as bad as Dad thought it was. Another tragedy avoided. But he looks good doing that job, don't he? All right, I gotta get the cart out. It's got 500 bushel on it or so. All the trucks are empty, so might as well get that thing empty too. If you ain't got a camera in the grain cart, get one. Awesome. Don't want to pull a George. He might have pulled through and hit that wire last year at the cart. If you believe in your stuff, George is going to have it. You got any gloves?
No, that was yours.
He's a big fan of gloves. One thing I did on this rain day, I collected all of our data off of our grain cart, sent it over to their website. Now I want to see what the reports look like. Haven't done that yet. All right, here's the report on the website, the scale report. Really liking this. It's easy to figure out what that field made based on this information you have right here. You tell where it went. You could keep track of varieties if you really wanted to, but supposedly climate does that for us. And then there's where you can put what trucks hauled what. So yeah, I definitely like that part of the scale system. So by using this scale system, that first bean field we started in, I didn't think it was this good. Apparently Dad was just in the sweet spots of the field. That 150 acre field made 68 bushel. That's pretty darn good for us, especially on that ground. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I think I'm gonna go to lunch now. Good morning. Yesterday when we left off, I went up to Ohio Ag Equipment, got some sections to rebuild our bean heads. And that was pretty much all I did for the day. Hung out with the family. We had some stuff we were gonna do since it rained. And Dad and BJ, they worked over at the grain bins. And now I'm trying to find a rake to take over there. Trying to clear some ground to pour some concrete when we get a chance. Okay, over here at the bin site, we're eventually going to put a building over top of this drive over like this year in a few weeks. We're hiring that done because we're going to be in the middle of harvest. But Dad wanted to dig this out. This is going to get concreted at some point. He wanted to get in here with the backhoe and do that before there was a building here. So leveling this up, and that's what we're doing right now. I don't know what else we're going to do today. We'll see. You can see the drive over is all done. It looks good. Excited to dump into it. Right now our main holdup is electricity. The leg, it could be usable pretty quick. All we have to do is hang a pipe to the downspout. But our electrician works for a local farmer, so he's pretty busy right now. Hopefully he's going to come out here Monday and Tuesday and have this thing in good shape. All right, now we're going to go over to where BJ spilled those soybeans. They did get rained on the very next day, but we'll get skid steer, see if they're dry underneath. Either way, we're going to haul them out of there. It would be nice if we could salvage some of them, but they might just be too wet. Well, Dad made the executive decision to not take these things and put them in the bin. My cousin's going to get them for deer feed, but they're probably okay. Some of them are a little bit bad. We just don't want to risk putting those in a bin. There's not enough to dry here. I mean, there's 60 bushel, 50, 60 bushel maybe. So not enough to dry. Don't want a chance putting it in the bin. We're gonna pick up a lot of trash and stuff with it anyways. So cousin Ben, George's boy, he's just gonna come bag them up and take them. I guess now we don't have to give him anything for Christmas. Or pay BJ for a week. Just got done with this nice Sunday family dinner. Now we're gonna do something fun. Dad said, hey, I need one of you guys to go over and hook up to that ripper. We might as well try it out today. I was like, I got it. I'm gonna hook up to it. And I'm gonna rip the ends of one field that we've done. Most of the fields that we've done are going to wheat, so we can't do many. I mean, ripping's not exactly a fast-paced thing anyways, so yeah, we'll go do that now. Alright, let's see what we can do. We're definitely a little under-tractored, but it's the only tractor we had that wasn't hooked up to anything. Alright, here we go. About to hit, I know, a hard pan. This is where we park trucks. You can see the tracks from where we just were through here the other day. I would imagine it's going to be pretty hard ground right through there. Well, stop the tractor. Better raise her up a little bit. We got really lucky there. The way this ripper works, the way it's designed, it picks that ground up and then drops it and shatters it. So the idea is not to turn over any dirt, to not really disturb it as much as you can, just to bust that compaction when it drops. So seems to be doing a pretty good job. See it just waving across there, like the ground looks like a wave coming. That's doing its job. Down here in this heavier ground, I'm pretty surprised with the old 8400. She's pulling this thing pretty decent. We're not setting any speed records, but we're pulling. We're not quite all the way down. We're pretty close. We're about to stall it out though real soon, I bet. But it's really hard packed right now. Still going. But we stalled. Pick her up a little bit. We came down here to where we planted the turnips. This wet hole is pretty much completely dried out, so I wanted to run the ripper through it a little bit. Probably still a little damp underneath, maybe too damp. Some of it's doing what it's supposed to. Some of it's probably just smearing. I only ran over like an acre and a half of it. The rest of it has turnips in it. So might as well take a look at our turnips. Definitely planted these a little thick. Should be starting to get a pretty good root structure to them now. So these things are still growing, but that's how large they've got so far. They will keep going. Kind of worried we planted these too thick. I don't know how much that's going to restrict the growth of them, but we'll see. It's about as deep as I can pull it here. Here you can kind of see what those rolling baskets are doing. They're kind of closing that trench up a little bit. Like I say, this ground is just a little bit too damp probably, but here's what it looked like without the rolling basket. Here's what it looks like with it. I wouldn't say it's a one-pass tool. I'd still want to run like a vertical tillage tool or something over it to finish it up if I was going to plant behind it. But yeah, it does help. I think we're slipping a little bit. Yeah, I better fuel up this old girl before we head her back to the house. I think we're going to work on the heads. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if anyone has any Sunday plans yet or not. Dad already did some work on his head. We're going to go take it to the farm we're going to tomorrow and go get my head and bring it back here and start placing the sections in it. Well, that didn't go as planned. Well, Dad's air compressor won't work, so let's see if we can't limp this thing back to the farm. Well, we were able to limp it back to the farm, but I'd say this tire's ruined. Dad's going to try to find a replacement for it in town tonight if he can, but it is a Sunday. But we need this trailer in the morning, so we're moving. Oh, there's the other cart. Well, the tire just blew. Just turned the camera on to try to show you guys the knot that had swollen in the side of it and it popped. Yep. Now the tire's coming off. Luckily we were pretty close to one of our farm lanes, so we were able to limp it up here, but hopefully we didn't ruin that rim. Guess we should have left that thing at the bins. 11L15. Okay, perfect. Sounds like we're going after a tire. Well, we looked like buffoons trying to mess with that thing.
We got her, didn't we?
We are definitely not tire guys. We got her off there. So now we just gotta get a tire. And that's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow we gotta put that tire on there. We gotta make a move to another farm. We'll go back to beans. We want to do any corn while we're up there or just beans? Looks like we're just doing beans. So thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farm Videos, Facebook at Brown Farms, and we'll see you in the next one.